Hey everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. I'm Christina, and today we are going to be making something that I've actually been eyeballing for a while. So I wanted to make this because it's in one of my cookbooks, Lauren Toyota's Hot for Food. If you don't have that cookbook, you should go get it because it has really awesome vegan recipes. So I thought, why not do that now? Because I mean, it's not that complicated to do. So I'm going to be using her recipe. I am just going to use this vegan-friendly blueberry pie filling instead of jam or making my own, just because that is prepared and ready to go, and I just sometimes want things to be easier and less stressful. So, yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get baking. So I already put in the flour, sugar, salt, and the butter. I'm using the Earth Balance vegan butter. And then she normally calls it, says, but I can't talk today, to put it in a bowl and like do the pastry thing, but I personally didn't want to do that. So here we are, doing it the easy way. So we're just gonna pulse it until, whatever, until this is all well and combined. Then I can pour the water in there and mix it. Wow, so this is already literally like 2 seconds later. I love technology. Okay, so I know that when I've done pastries before, they've also said that you can just add the water in here. So actually maybe I'll do that until it starts to form a ball. And then if I need to, I can add that. So you need a half cup of ice cold water. Well, it just says cold water, but I assume it should be ice because this is pastry. Cool. So this is a great texture, I think. See, I'm trying to stay kind of clean. Am I doing a good job? So we are going to cut this in half and then put one half in the cling wrap and the other half in another cling wrap. That's a thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna squish this dough together, little crumbles that haven't quite gotten included. And don't forget that you want to make sure that this doesn't get overworked. Still might actually be almost too wet. Make it into a ball-like shape. Cover it, and then flatten it out into a disc. All right, so we're just gonna make this into more of a circle and flatten it out into a nice disc, and that's it. Well, for this first part, if you don't have a food processor, you can just put it in a bowl and then use either like forks or a knife or one of those pastry things to help cut it up and mix it up, and then you just fold in the water. So if you do have one of these beautiful things, I suggest using it because it cuts your time down drastically. So we're gonna take these two beautiful things and put them in the fridge for at least 15 minutes. I will see you when these are cold. Okay, so it's been like 25 minutes-ish. I have my work surface floured, and I'm gonna dust this a little bit. The rolling pin. They say that you want it 6 inches wide and 16 to 17 inches long. Yeah, I'm a little worried that my dough is too wet. I mean, I guess that's why you have flour, so that's good. It will help dry it out. You want it 1/8 of an inch thick. Guess what, guys? I actually kind of know what that is. As you're rolling it out, be sure to make sure that the other side is still being floured well, because otherwise you'll have this issue like I'm having. So I'm just gonna have to this whole thing is just like stuck. We're just gonna put a crap ton of flour on here. I can figure out how to make macarons or macarons. I'm not sure how you technically pronounce them, but I can't make regular pastry dough. Just sprinkle it on here and there and everywhere. So we're at like 7 inches wide, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to make it square. Oh, we are at 18. Make sure it's not stuck. Now I'm gonna trim it into a rectangle. Also trying to not waste a ton of dough. I feel like a pizza roller would be the best thing to use. So I'm gonna just kind of try to square off the edges a little more. Also, before you do this, even though this is kind of a process for me, but sometimes that's just how my life goes. Make sure to preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. She says to cut it in half and then cut it 4. So gotta like do the math thing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's see, so this is about 16. So you do 1 at 4, 1 at 8. That can't be right. 1 at 12? Yeah. Ha! Hey, I think I did it. Go me. Good job. So 5. Just kidding. So what we're gonna do now is take this blueberry filling. So now we're just gonna spoon a little bit on into these and then kind of spread them out. But you also want to leave space on the edges. You only do it on half of these because then the other half you flip and you put on top. We have all the filling in here. Attempt to put this pastry on it, and then you just take a fork and just squish it down. Oh, you're supposed to take water. We'll get this right. Okay, so that's how you kind of keep the pastries sticking together. So you go around with water and then you do the fork thing. I'm also pretty sure you want to stab holes in this so it doesn't explode. So I have 2 baking trays with parchment paper on them. I'm gonna use this scraper. So you dip your fingers in water, run it along the pastry edge, take this other piece, stick it on top, use your fork to seal it and give it a cute little exterior pattern, and then poke it a few times so it doesn't explode. Scrape it or pick it up with your fingers, whichever one you prefer, and place it on the baking sheet. And then I did end up turning the little bit of scraps that I had into its own Pop-Tart, which is exciting. So I'm gonna stick this in the freezer for 15 minutes and then I will bake it. So I will see you after they are all baked. So I made the second batch. I think they looked a little better, just a little more uniform. And then I froze them each for 15 minutes. I've said before, I don't have total control over my oven, so when she said 425, it kind of was, maybe it's more like 400, maybe it's slightly hotter, I don't know. Mine baked, I wanna say it was like 18 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I think I might have underbaked the second batch, but they're still baked, they're just not as golden and crispy. Overall, they are gorgeous. I'm very proud considering this is the first time I've ever made Pop-Tarts. Yes, I will work on making sure that the dough doesn't split and that they get baked a little bit more. But you know, that thing just kind of comes with practice and comes with experience. So the more you bake it, the more you know and you can fix it. Also, I don't have any vegan friendly sprinkles. I just took regular sugar and put some gel food coloring in them. I put blue because it's blueberry. I'm a genius, I know. I probably should have done it sooner after frosting because these might fall off, I'm not really sure. But it worked really well. They're really pretty. It's a very nice hue of blue, blue of hue, hue, blue, blue, hue, whatever. It's a very nice color. So I'm gonna taste one. I don't know which one I should try. Too many decisions. I'm gonna do this cute little one. So there's a nice little goldenness around it. The bottom is nice and golden. And then I made the frosting. That's it, it's not exciting. These are better than the boxed ones. They actually have flavor. And I don't know if you can see this, but there actually are layers. I still think I might have slightly overworked the dough, or like, I don't know, it should have been a little drier when I was working with it. However, they're still amazing. I have more filling in mine than the original. And it's so light and fluffy and crunchy. It's funny because I love Pop-Tarts, or I used to before I went vegan. But now that I have these, like, why do I eat those? I mean, don't get me wrong, if there was a vegan version, I'd buy them every so often probably. But oh my goodness gracious, that's so good. Okay, I guess we'll finish this up. And then I'm gonna finish eating this. So yeah, I'm not sure how the ones that are slightly underbaked are gonna be. Probably not quite as crunchy, but they're baked, so it's just not like the golden flaky. So today was a total success. Guys, I think maybe, could it be that I'm getting better at baking? If you're new here, hello, welcome. It's always exciting having new people. If you want to, you can hit that subscribe button. There are videos that come out every week on Friday. I don't know what time yet. I haven't locked it down. Usually in the afternoon. So you guys have something to look forward to. Would you guys want to see different videos? Like, would you want one of me showing you all of my aprons that my sister made for me because they're really amazing? Do you guys want like what I eat in a day videos? Like, what do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something and or were entertained, and I will see you lovely humans next week. Bye.